Magical Monday. Magical Monday. I really like singing Magical Monday now. It makes my heart happy. So, sorry you have to put up with that, but that's what I like to do now. I was going to do like the robot. Magical Monday. Maybe that'll be for next week. So here we are. Magical Monday. And we have our card for the day, the Mundane to Magical card from the Mundane to Magical deck that I know a lot of you have been wondering, where do I get this deck? How do I get this deck? It is available at the magicalmothering.com website, and it is magicalmothering.com/products/. Okay? Get that out of the way. So the card for today is expectations. And my card is a little, I did have the expectation that my deck would not get crinkled and creases in them, but my children like to grab my cards and do them. And this expectations card has been out of my deck a lot because I read it and remind myself of it a lot. So for expectations, releasing all expectations will create a life of true freedom. As expectations are removed from all situations, people, and experiences, everything becomes perfect. Living a life free of expectations creates a space of gratitude for everything because nothing is expected. Life becomes a very generous, loving, and warm place to live without any disappointments or need for forgiveness. Wowzers! When that card came out of my fingertips into my computer and I wrote it and then I read it, just like reading it again, I got a complete body sensation of goosebumps head to toe, and I went, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to share that with other people. That's not just my own crazy.
And then I have this cup.
And then he
that
has
you see.
This
and
cup
then I have my painted nails.
that you can see. That is my son Zion. So again, I have no expectations of making a video when my children are awake that they will be quiet and kept to themselves. So I want to make it really clear that in this expectations card, it does not say to keep your realistic expectations even. I saw him throw that water at you. Maybe you could do it next to her then.
Okay.
Because it is a little chilly with the wind blowing. So, again, expectations. Making a video while my children are playing. All right. So, expectations. I wanted to finish the video, so I decided to put my kids to bed so that I could finish this video for you. So, vitally important is the card talks about releasing all expectations. And I know a lot of coaches and counselors, they teach of creating realistic expectations. But these guidelines are spiritual practices. These guidelines are not of this realm. These spiritual practices are what we are embodying and creating for ourselves. And as a spiritual practice, it's much deeper than just creating realistic expectations. It's releasing all expectations. And I don't know if any of you, I'm sure most of you have heard when I've done other videos that I actually released the expectations that my husband, who is the primary wage income earner of our house, I actually released the expectations that he would provide for us. And when I released those expectations, he actually stopped working his current job, and he stayed down underneath our house. We had just bought a house, and he actually created an entire techno album for 4 months. And while he made some residual income from his eBay sales, he wasn't physically going to work, creating work. And yet, somehow during that 4 months, the universe that we were provided for, God completely took care of us. And I released any stress of how money was going to come to us. I released any fears that came along with him not working. And I fully embodied having no expectations, of releasing that, knowing, releasing the expectations that of having it look a certain way. Okay? So this is the point where we talk about intentions versus expectations. These are very different in my mind. These are very different in the spiritual realm, I feel like, too. Now, I have intentions. I have intentions of putting out my soul's calling, so that I intend to connect and create and transform the women that I am supposed to work with in my tribe. Okay? But I have no expectations of how that looks, of how many, but I put the intention out there, and I put my full, pure intention into everything I do, knowing that if I am called into action to do it, I intend to do it with purpose and with passion and with pouring my love and my intention of it being for benefiting for the best of all involved and for all who watch it. Okay, the most benevolent outcome for everybody that anything that I create touches. So again, I have a goals book. That's not an expectation that I have for everything to come true, but it is an intention that I have for my life. I feel like goals, when they are repurposed with an intention and a passion and a purpose behind them, and even the intention of creating a healthy, happy marriage is not an expectation that our marriage will look a certain way or that my husband will act a certain way. The intention of our marriage is to come together to create, to have passion as two completely unique individuals wanting to experience a oneness, and then they may go out and create and be bigger and then come and unite. And that is my intention with my marriage. And it's the same thing with my relationships. My intention with my relationships is to create a space of healing, of love, of connection, of growing, of changing, and yet releasing any expectations that I have. And again, this doesn't mean that I settle for people that don't treat me well. If people lie or are dishonest, or I see too many times that their actions and their words do not align, a misalignment, they are not my friends anymore. They are not welcome in my close circle any longer. But it's not an expectation that I have of them. It is what I intend into my relationships. If my relationships are not meeting my intentions, then there's a misalignment, and I let that go. So if you want to keep using the word expectations, that you have expectations, I actually do. As you saw in this video, I expect that I will not be hurt. That is an expectation that I refuse to get rid of, and that's fine. And I also expect that I, am treated in a way that I long to be treated. But that's an expectation again, and I know it's an expectation, and I know that at any time I can actually release that, knowing that what I put out, I will receive, right? So there's universal laws at work that when we release in our mindsets specific things, we allow them to let go. So I also wanted to let some people know that want to work deeper with me, that love the weekly videos, but they want to dive deeper. They want one-on-ones with me, and they want to be able to dive deeper into worksheets and workbook type things. I have mini programs that are available. I have the seasonal guide, which is a year-long program. I have the Mundane to Magical program, which is a year-long program. And then I also have more customized programs that you could work one-on-one with me. And we customize aspects that might be in different programs, but we put them all towards you. So possibly you want to create a business and you love the DIY Magical Biz program, but you also know that you need some more foundational things that are from the Mundane to Magical. When we work one-on-one together, we would actually take a set period of time based on what you specifically need and create a program specifically for you. If any of these things sound great to you, you can always hop on the magicalmothering.com website and fill out a contact form, or reach out to me through Facebook, through any of those avenues as well. Or just continue getting these freebies, the freebie weekly videos and the blogs and any other live videos. And know that on Thursdays, Thoughtful Thursday, when it comes up, if you have any questions specifically for your situation of how to release certain expectations, please put that in the Thoughtful Thursday post, and that way I can make a live video specifically answering any questions that come up around this. So you can also list any questions you have under this video, and that way I have some stuff to talk about for Thoughtful Thursday. So blessings to you. Thank you so much for giving of your time and your space and being willing to transform and change and be a magical mommy with me. Peace and blessings.